Alrighty, I think the stream is live. Yes, it is. Cool, cool, cool. Give me 1 second. Need to make sure my audio is working. Cool, yeah, it is. Alrighty. Hello, everybody. This is ZZ1000ZZ, and today I am continuing a Rod Planter challenge of the Empire campaign in Disciples 2. The idea of this challenge run is to use a support unit as my only type of army leader. On yesterday's stream, I did try playing a fan mod of the game, and it seemed kind of interesting, maybe pretty cool, but it's made in Russian, and I was having a lot of trouble getting it to work properly. Mostly, well, originally with when I tried to play it, it was in Russian and I just struggled to read a lot of the stuff, but was doing okay. I then earlier today spent a couple hours trying to get it to run in English. I was able to get all of it translated, but at least assuming I understood what was going on correctly, there was some issue with the font file not working. So some text, well, just couldn't display. It wasn't that it wasn't being translated properly. It was just the game didn't know how to render the information in the font file. So for now, I'm going to give up on the fan mod. I will tinker with it, see if I can get it running. And if so, I'll play it some more on stream. Otherwise, I'll probably just have to leave it be. I tried looking online, following some advice, and it's just that language barrier was a huge obstacle, so we'll see how things go. It was a person who stopped into the channel who recommended it, so if they ever come by again, I might ask them if they have any ideas or suggestions on where to look for ideas on how to get it to work. But for now, let's just hop back into our campaign. We were on the third stage of the Empire campaign, and this is the briefing for it.
Before long, Hubert Delay had assembled a considerable force. Moving north, his army met little resistance, and those cities which refused his ruling were quickly crushed. The heads of all dissenters were displayed on pikes throughout the empire, warning all of the fate of those who dared oppose Hubert Delay's rule. By that time, news of Uther's return had spread. Uther was reported to be leading an army of clansmen down the peaks of Griffin Heights to cleanse the empire of his father's enemies. The Emperor Demosthene decided to move his court north to the fortified city of Findar. Inquisitor Philip d'Agincourt resided there. He would surely ensure the Emperor's safety in these grievous times. Demosthene hastily prepared his troops, knowing that the divided forces would shortly meet.
Alrighty. In the last mission, there's a couple things to note. One, we went to the dwarves because the Empire is struggling with a bunch of internal issues. Went to the dwarves, asked, basically try to get them to help us. But we had to rescue the dwarven emissary, a guy named Slukeridge. I think I said it right. Once we did, we kind of teamed up, and now we're buddy buddies. They're hopefully going to help us with Hubert Delay. But we also caught wind of a rumor that the Emperor's son, who has been missing and presumed dead for 10 years, has shown up. And finally, the last thing is we did take down both enemy capitals in the last video. I don't know that I'm going to bother doing it again in this video because it does take a while. Anyway.
Yes?
Oh yeah.
Oh, because I'm restarting it, I think we missed dialogue from this guy. This is Nobar the Traveler, my favorite character in the entire game. He is, at least for now, just an Imperial assassin who has two archers with him, nothing special, but he was a messenger who
I'm
told us
listening.
about Philip, however you say his name, and basically said, he'll show us the way to our hopefully ally. I still don't know if I'm okay with hiring a mage leader to use stabs. Just as a support unit, I think it might be justifiable, but the spirit of the challenge kind of seems to go against the idea. He is a combat, like an army leader, so it feels a little weird. And okay, here we have two options. We could go with Imperial Knight that we used in our last stage, but we started the game off with a Witch Hunter, so to get an Imperial Knight, we would have to train up a unit from scratch. We could go with the Inquisitor instead. The only difference is we lose 20 health, but we gain immunity to mind. And mind immunity protects us against things like paralysis. So, fortunately, I don't have to make that decision just yet. I think that'll be our party. Because we're using a rod planter and those are support units, we can only
Were they
bring
alive?
with us two guys. At the start of the game, it was only one, but we did gain a couple levels and get a rank in leadership to let us bring two. I don't know if we should go after this, but I'm just gonna try it. Cool. Yeah, yeah, this is fine. I'll take one turn off healing our front line so we can heal our leader. One thing to note is we are healing for 60 health around. That is kind of bonkers good. The reason being, we get +5 healing per level, and we have gained 4 levels. So we are level 5. We will need 1500 experience to level up. Ooh, that's a lot of money. 300 gold for the money, plus we get a gem, which I think that one sells for another 300, but I'm not positive on it.
What?
Anyway, we would like to take this town, but spearmen each hit for 50, men at arms for 25, so 125. Actually, I think that might be manageable. Yeah, it should be. I'm not going to try it with no bar though. Now, an interesting thing about Nobar is he can actually walk past some enemies
I'm listening.
that anyone else would have to fight. Basically, he doesn't aggro some enemies. Best Vesper's flames will devour your flesh. Okay. Beware, these rivers are inhabited by sea witches who prey upon unwary travelers. Don't stay in the water,
What?
or do not stay in the water. Anyway, he'll give us advice throughout the mission a little, not a lot, but he'll give us some tips like that. For now, we want to build an upgrade structure for our archers so
I'm
they can
listening.
level up. I kind of want to kill them so I can come down this way because there's a resource there, but it'll spread naturally from our capital. Uh, so if I want to get to the town without fighting these orcs, I'd have to make a huge long path around. Alternatively, I could just kill the orcs. Guess we're killing them. Now, if he defends, they will deal 110. They can each roll up to +5 for 120. And then it cut in half. Yeah, so if they max out their damage rolls, their damage per will be 60 apiece, meaning 120 total. If we defend, that cuts in half, so at most they can deal 60 damage to us when we are defending. Which means we are immortal as long as our front row heal or defends. Oh, and that's not even counting the fact I do have 10 armor because I have a banner equipped on my leader. That increases the armor of all my units. And now, yeah, we don't even need to defend. This orc can never out damage our healing, so it's a free win. Alrighty. 50 XP is pretty big. 97 so far. That does mean we wasted like, I think 27 experience. Because when you level up, the experience you have, or the experience you gain doesn't overflow. Any experience you get when leveling up that you don't need is just wasted. So, we could potentially win that battle, but I don't think we want to. See what I mean of how Nobar can just walk right past them? Sorry, Novar, except you, none can pass here. Philip's orders. So that is a neat little thing where we can explore the map much more freely if we use him. Oh, I already built an upgrade structure, so we'll have to wait till next turn.
For thy high father.
Yeah, 125. Yeah, this should be fine. Now, these guys do deal a decent bit of damage, especially since they tie my Witch Hunter for initiative. Unlike the Orc, that meant a couple of them got attacks in before we were able to defend. Even so, it's a free win. And we're even at the point we can go on the offense. Okay, now we're at the point where even without defending, we out-heal their damage. I will take one turn off just so I can get a bit of extra healing in. That way I have the opportunity to heal my Rod Planter. Alright. So we end the battle missing exactly 1 HP. Not a problem. Many fishermen have disappeared at sea. The peasants think it is that they were devoured by the sea creatures. So we do have to be mindful of mermaids and mermen. plus krakens. I think that's all we'll have to worry about. There might be sea serpents too, but we'll see. Now here we're seeing infernal terrain, meaning the legions of the damned are probably right over here. Novar. Findar is near. You must go west. There is more than one passage leading to it. I've come in my father's name. I am Uther, Nevender's heir. Join my battle against our empire's enemies. I will cleanse the realm of your filthy kind, Delele. Prepare yourself to die. And now, we get a new objective. Destroy Hubert Delele. Uther must not die.
Yes?
What?
Now that is a neat little thing. Because we sent Nobar to scout immediately, we now get access to a bunch of new units, including Booster,
What?
who has, I think, 300 HP? Yeah, 300 HP, 80 damage, and he can potentially paralyze enemies he hits. Makes him very strong. But of course, the concern is he can just die.
Uh-huh. Okay. Aye.
The Empire is mine.
Or I shouldn't say he can just die. If he dies, you lose the game. So, kind of a big risk to try to use him for much. So we'll eventually want to buy those 2 potions of protection. We can never use this chalice effectively because we don't deal damage with our leader. So we'll sell it. Also sell this gem for 300 gold. So yeah, all told, we got 600 gold from that one dungeon.
Yes?
And we'll also go ahead and
What?
steal that resource.
Aye.
Now, fortunately, we can't walk past these guys without getting in a fight.
All right.
What?
But we've already revealed a large part of the map. And oh, I didn't. Okay. I did not expect these guys to go on the offense. That was a mistake on my part. Okay, let's think about it. He's going to take another 20 damage, is it? Yeah, from the poison, meaning he'll be at 59. I heal him up to 119. Our leader has plenty of health, so I don't think I need to worry about her. I'm mostly thinking about, do I need to defend with my witch hunter, and or do I want to attack the back row with the marksman? Hmm. The marksman has like a 1 in 6 chance of killing the archer in a single shot because he does get a chance to roll +0 +5. But yeah, it only deals 25 damage, and especially if it's attacking my back row, I don't think that matters. Oh, that was an unfortunate miss. Yeah, I targeted a thug with the hope that I could double attack it with both of my attackers and kill the thing. But since that didn't work, this fight might get a bit tricky. Yeah, I might actually have to reload, and it's mostly because of that one miss. Yeah. I just had no idea the enemy would attack me like that. That caught me totally off, or caught me totally by surprise.
For thy high father.
I want to see what happens if we redo the fight. Can we win it like I was thinking we could? So that'll cut their damage by a decent bit. Oh no, because then their archer will still come at me. Yeah, so retreating might be my only viable option. I want to try one other strategy real quick. Unfortunately, I can't
Yes?
cast any spells, and I don't really have any relevant items I could try using. Other than I could try, like, using a healing potion. Ooh, that was a big one shot. Yeah, maybe I should have used the healing potion there. Hmm. Oh my god, that's such an unfortunate miss. I think, oh, all of, and then my marksman even goes so late. Okay. I did just have an idea, and it's probably a stupid one. But what if I put my leader in the front row to split the focus of the enemy
For
attacks?
thy high father.
She does have 140 health, plus she has 10 more armor than the witch hunter. So it might do a little bit of good for us. I'm not sure. Hmm. Yeah, so the only thing I can guarantee to kill in one round would be this thug, and even that doesn't work if I miss. So let's give it a shot. All right. Yeah, them all targeting her really. Wait, what? No, I didn't. I wanted to use the potion. I thought I had clicked it, but apparently not. Well, that was a pretty embarrassing mistake on my part. If I had used the potion like I was trying to, she would have gained 100 instead of 60 health, and she would have survived and then been able to attack. So, the question now is, do we just restart the mission? We're pretty early on, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
For thy high
There
father.
might have been some way to navigate that fight, but I'm not gonna worry about it. We learned our lesson. Don't go near those enemies unless we're prepared to fight them. Right. And we do want to fight this battle because we already know it's an easy one. Oh wait, I should have hit the goblin to kill it. That was silly. Oh, I thought that was the witch hunter's turn. Oh well, it's fine. We can just kill the orc first. Alright, there's the daily bot that we know. No, I don't want to time the bot out. I want to ban it. Uh, 1 sec. There we go. I was doing it on my phone and my finger was flipping a little to the side, so
Uh-huh.
I wasn't actually managing to ban them like I kept trying. Anyway.
Yes?
Oh no, I should have built an upgrade structure that turn. It's not a big deal, but I should have. Oh. Buh, buh, buh. Wait, what? Okay, I guess the last time we did this, we did not walk into the water like that. Okay, well, this is
For thy high father.
not a good start to my stream, but it's fine.
Ah!
Yeah, we just kill the orc real quick, and then
Hmm.
should be a free win from there. Okay, so this time we do not hover over the water. I didn't realize that spot was close enough to be attacked. We learned our lesson. The sad thing is, if it was just the Kraken and not the mermaid or merman, we would actually be able to win the fight without any real trouble. Hmm. Okay, so we'll walk to here, so we're not over water. Now, last time we did this mission, we were able to walk. Yeah, see, this spot isn't close enough to any of the enemies, so it's actually safe to be in the water, even though for the most part, you shouldn't be in, or, ending your turn into water.
For thy high father. Believe!
Right. Unfortunate miss. Alright, now one orc should die. Ooh, unless we miss. I'm gonna take a gamble. It was possible that we miss that attack and then my witch hunter dies. But from here, it's a free win. I do think these witch hunters look so cool.
What?
I'm listening.
And yeah, we still need to build this.
For thy high
What?
father.
Another gem to sell. And we found Usur again.
What?
Life potion. We have an enemy here.
Aye? Okay.
What?
I'm listening.
And
Believe.
yeah. We've already done this battle once, so it should be a breeze to do again. Though I think they did deal more damage before our Witch Hunter got to defend this time than last, so there is that. Yeah, they do slightly out damage my healing as long as all three of them are alive. But once my marksman takes down the guy in the middle, we out heal their damage if my Witch Hunter is defending. Ooh. And that was a nice miss for us. Now, because they missed that time, I am going to attack. But now we want to defend to be safe. Alright. And that should be a free win. This time we don't go to the shop, because that ended very poorly for us the last time.
Yes?
I do wonder if we can take this and this. That one I'm not sure about. It's the same fight as the last one, except they have a marksman instead of an archer and two men at arms instead of two spearmen. So I think we should be able to. Yeah, if anything, I think should actually be easier than the other town was.
Aye? Aye?
What?
Yes?
Now the downside is we didn't get to sell anything at the shop for
What?
gold. Ooh, and like 20% more damage. That would actually be a really nice artifact
Aye?
if we're using any sort of leader who could deal damage.
All right?
What?
For thy high father.
So we can, from the looks of it, reach this town? Yeah. So let's go ahead and take this town.
Believe.
Oh, wait, nope. We're getting in a fight before the town. Oh well. Unfortunate.
Mm.
All right. We're going to defend a little, get some extra healing in. All right, so we do heal the full. Unfortunately, we don't get the town this turn. It'll have to
What?
wait till next turn. I don't want to attack this guy with Nobar because while Nobar is reasonably strong, I have no idea what's in that enemy party. So instead, we'll just path up to this direction. As a reminder, these guys can only be passed safely with Nobar, which means the Legion of the Damned can't come up to
Aye.
chase Uther unless they're willing to
Okay.
fight
Empire
through
is
them.
mine.
It offers us a reasonable amount of safety. The Agincourt is very cautious. He blocked all the passages to Findor. I hope he will let you pass. Sure, sure. Let's go ahead and grab this item. An orb that will
Lily!
sell for money. Alright. And we even win the initiative roll, so that guy didn't get another attack in. And we're at the point where we can't lose as long as we defend with the guy in front row and then heal him. Alright. And we win again. Ooh. So he needs 250 to level up. He needs 372 to level up. Pindar is a bit further north. We hope the Emperor wins this war. Hubert has sent militia to secure all the cities of these lands. All right. And I should mention, I know from playing this mission before that Hubert Delay is down here. And the reason I remember that is I remember the
What?
fighters. And you'll know what I'm talking about when we get there. Hey, we can give one of we can give our rod planner a plus 10 or yeah, plus 10%, not plus 10%, a 10% increase to her chance to hit. The reason that's funny is as a healer, she can't possibly miss her
All
turns.
right.
All right.
Okay.
So we could
I
just
am
have
the
Uther
general.
come take this town, and I kind of want to. Yeah.
For thy high father.
What? All right. Aye.
I don't really have anything for this dude to do, so you sit here and chill, man.
The empire is mine.
For thy high father.
And did I already build an upgrade structure? No. So let's go ahead and build. problem for. Now we have already seen the whole map other than the bottom right corner and the little like bit of fog of war right here. There's also a little bit of fog of war. Yeah, so we haven't seen the whole thing. There's that little area too.
Yes?
Let's give this fight a shot. Ooh, an ogre is actually maybe a problem. Well, not if he misses. But yeah, an ogre deals 135 as his maximum damage. We cut it by 13 though, so 122. And the reason we cut by 13 is we have 10 armor. So yeah, I think we're fine as long as we get rid of these goblins. Yep. Ooh, especially if he misses. Yeah, when you have a single target healer, this is kind of the go-to strategy for a ton of fights. Have someone sit in the front row, defend, tank a ton of hit or a ton of damage, and then just have someone with you in the back row to kill enemies. $145 for this guy to level. We get 100 gold. Cool, cool. Yeah, we can't get past these guys without fighting, unfortunately. Uh, so I guess we might. Ah. Oh, I was clicking the wrong spot. Sorry. My mouse went off the screen and I couldn't find it.
We shall purify
So
these
yeah,
lands.
we only have 7 movement points, so this is almost perfect.
Mm.
Uh, yeah, let's go for. Well, I was gonna say let's go for archers, but I guess we missed, so it didn't really matter.
Ah. Ah.
Alrighty.
Ah.
And we get to heal up to full before the end of the battle. We only need 109 experience to upgrade our witch hunter.
All right. Aye.
What?
And now, because there's only one enemy, Uther is giga busted. He has the chance to paralyze whoever he hits, and when he does, it can paralyze them for multiple turns. So because of that, I think we should have no problem
I'm
taking
listening.
this town.
Oh yeah.
And we're at the point where we can kind of just chill. There'll be plenty more to do as this stage goes on, but right now we don't really need to expand across the map any faster than we already have.
Aye. Aye.
I have
For thy
returned.
high father.
Part of me does want to try planting a rod here. But let's go ahead and build our theme then, or as it's called, a guild. What spell do we want to research as our first spell? Possibly the Summon Living Armor, but I'm not sure yet.
For thy high father.
I kind of want to just take this town, but to get there, I would have to fight these guys, and I'm not sure if it's better to fight them or drop a rod, or maybe I can do both. Uh, let's see. 35 movement points means I lose 18 for a fight. No, if I go here, it'll end my turn. Interestingly, if I go here, it will not. I'll have one movement point and then be able to drop a rod. Now, we fought this battle before, but the enemies were in a town when we did, so now it's just even easier. Unfortunately, I can't just instant resolve or turn on auto battle because the game does not use defend well when you use options like that. So we do have to manually control it, at least for the first part of the battle, until we get to where we can just out heal the enemy damage. Like that. Alright, so 181 for you to level up, and 59 for you to level up. But the main thing is we get this rod down.
All right.
Now, the main reason I would like to get this town is so I can hire thieves from it. Because otherwise we have to hire a thief from here and have him run all the way up, which
What?
we'll go ahead and start doing. Wait, I think Gusto could have taken a turn there, couldn't he? I wish I knew how dangerous this party was. Well, and that one.
For thy high father.
But I'd either have to use the summon or get a thief near them to find out. And of course, we just did this exact battle, so nothing's changed. This time our rod, or our leader did take a bit more damage than last time. But in exchange, our witch hunter actually got to defend before the enemies acted on his first turn. So he took a lot less damage. Okay. The main concern right now is just the Legion of the Damned. There will be a bunch of fights harder than the Legion of the Damned a bit later into the stage. But for now, let's take a gamble. Gamble did not pay off. But yeah, for now, the Legion of the Damned are a big problem, mostly because they're unknown. We don't know how dangerous they are yet. But also, they have a lot of AoE damage, whereas The enemies will fight after dealing with the Legion of the Damned, for the most part, do not have AoE. Good news is, we just need 9 more experience for that guy to level up. And you know what? I'm going to take a gamble. This guy just took down an enemy party. Well, not enemy party, but he took down a neutral party, the one that was standing here. So I'm going to gamble that he's weakened. Yeah, see? Well, that sucks. Yeah, I thought I had even seen that the leader was dead for a moment after the fight, and I was right. If I wouldn't have missed that attack, I could have at least killed these two. I don't know if I would have been able to kill the Berserker, but oh well. I did just kill an enemy leader with that, so I think it's worth it. The problem is, I have no idea how strong this party is, so I'm taking a huge gamble going after it. I should have probably moved that dwarf to the back. Oh, unfortunate miss. Okay, that worked out. Paralysis didn't really matter, but okay. Alright. Now that's not very valuable, but hey, it's a town, which means we'll get some regeneration. And since we have to keep Uther alive, it's kind of just, what would you call it? Not synergy, but like the plans align.
I'm listening.
What?
No, I don't want to fight him. I just want to walk to that spot. Why can't I walk to that tile without fighting him, but I can walk to this tile? That's weird. Oh well. I would very much like to kill the party that I already weakened with the summon, but getting to him might be too hard.
The Empire is mine.
I don't know that really matters which one I use. I assume they're going to kill my spy, but first I get to infiltrate so I get vision on their party. Okay, so those are all level 1. Those are tier 2 guys, including a mage. That's a little scary. But yeah, I don't think any of them are really a problem. So, so here's the question. If I go to the shop, can I then attack this town after? I'm not sure. Let's see. That would be 4, 8, 9. That'd be 18. No, I would be like 4 movement points short, I think.
Billy!
So we'll just take the town and end our turn in it. Now, of course, these guys are not a threat at all. We basically just out-heal their damage. It doesn't even matter how many times we miss, we can't lose. And that gets us our first tier 3 unit for the stage, an Inquisitor. That's cool. You need 950 experience to level up again, and I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get that in this stage without much difficulty. And a potion of strength for trouble. Okay, so there's some enemies here.
What? Aye? Uh-huh.
I am so tempted to send Nobor down to finish this off, but I shouldn't.
Aye? Aye? What? Again?
Yeah. I mean, how can I resist killing another unit with a summon? It's probably an inefficient use of my mana, but I mean, it's too adorable not to do. Oh, the thing even missed, so there's a small chance I actually killed a berserker too. Very small. He would have to miss. Okay, he does not. I mean, do I have enough mana to do it? Oh no, I only have 75. I was going to say if I had 200 mana, I would research a lightning spell and hit the enemy with it just to kill him.
For thy high father.
Tactically unsound, but it would be funny. 25, 75, 105. So yeah, I probably should attack, not try to run, but there's always a chance one of the enemies miss, in which case, like we saw there, I get to waste more of their movement points. Wow, that thing missed again, and the one that was in the fight against our summon missed. So that enemy type missed 3 times in a row. How much do I have in terms of resources? So I could just use a spell to kill him. And honestly, it wouldn't even be the worst of ideas. Because after the summon killed him, it could attack this guy as well. Ah, screw it. I really should be conserving mana for later in this stage, but I can't resist the humor. Alrighty. Now, here's an interesting question. Should I attack the possessed? On the one hand, yeah, it would kill it, but my unit dies either way. So, attacking and killing it means I send a 65 damage attack into a 20 HP unit. I could instead just hit this devil, and that's what I'm going to do. The reason being, one, it's a bit more efficient, and two, leaving the guy alive will let my rod
For thy
planter
high father.
get an extra unit kill in the fight, and thus I'll get a little bit more experience.
Believe.
not sure how much experience a possessed is worth, but hey, nice little bit. We only need 48 more to level up. I don't think this enemy will attack
Oh,
us.
yeah?
And if I absolutely need to, I can sacrifice Nobar to blitz down the leader.
All
I
right.
would only do
All
that if I
right.
need to reload because it turns out the enemy attacked us and killed
The
us.
Empire is mine.
For thy high father.
Uh-huh. Okay. What? I?
Yeah, what is in this shop anyway? Ooh, Wotan's Blessing Scroll. Haunt of Arms increases your chance to hit. Wait, there's more spells, of course. Ooh, that's a nice one to have. Plus 10% damage? We don't have Runestone mana yet. Where is Runestone mana? I don't even see any. That's Death mana. That's Infernal mana. That looks like Life mana and Life mana. Let's see something. Yeah, I don't know where any Runestone mana is. And that's more Life mana. Oh, it's probably somewhere hidden by Fog of War. I wonder if it's like right here or right here. You know what? I'm actually going to hire a rod planter just to scout.
Yes?
Now we've learned our lesson. Don't end our turn
Yes?
in the water. Oh, a spider? What? I mentioned earlier that we would be facing spiders, and now we're starting to see them. Oh god. This leader now has 5 total units, which means it must be at least level
What?
3. That is
Okay.
scary.
I? What?
For thy high father.
Life potion. Hmm. I'm still not seeing runestone mana. I wonder where we could find some. It doesn't look like there's going to be any on this
I'm
side of the
listening.
map. Now we could fight these guys just for more experience. You could run up to the shop. Ooh, actually, let's see what this dungeon has. Alrighty, that's 157 damage. That is genuinely terrifying. The thing is, he only deals that much damage if he is buffed by this guy. So my hope was to kill the buffer, but the buff will stay on the characters for a while, and I already missed it one time, so this might be a bit of an issue. Okay, so yeah, apparently the buff. Wait, is this buff permanent? Okay, so what I should have done was kill the archer, not first. I shouldn't have attacked the buffer. Okay, good to know. Good to know.
For thy high father.
I thought the buff would wear off after just like a couple turns. So I thought I would be fine to, or I would be fine if I could kill the buffer. That way it couldn't keep keep buffing the enemies and their damage would fall off. but it looks like that may not be an option. So, alternative strategy. We'll see how long I can survive and if I can kill the giant in that time. I really did think that buff wore off though. I know the tier 1 version of the buffing unit oh, or only applies its buff for one turn, unless you know a bug, which I do. Basically, if you have the buffed unit wait before attacking, the buff won't wear off. Oh my god, I got punished for being greedy. There was no need to do that. That was just me being a dum-dum. Nobody saw that. No,
For thy
it's fine.
high father.
Anyway, that's 100. Yeah, that's just way too much damage. The main thing is, once my marksman levels up and becomes an Imperial Assassin, my ability to kill the back line of enemy formations skyrockets. So right now I'm really wanting to get enough XP for him to level up. And I think this battle would do it, as long as I don't screw it up again. In my defense, the odds of missing there were quite low. The game says he has an 80% chance to hit, but this game uses what's called 2RNG or 2NG. I don't know how they abbreviate, but basically, the game rolls your chance to hit twice and averages the result together, which means any value over 50% is more likely than it says. Any value under 50% is less likely than it says. I actually do have to swing here, don't I? Yeah. Which means I could have just swung last turn. Oh. Alrighty. We got there. Took a couple tries, but that's fine. Oh, that's a ton of experience. Nice. And the best thing is we leveled up our marksman, got an Imperial Assassin. So we are also almost halfway to leveling up our leader, and that's pretty nice too. So we received 400 gold. The gold doesn't really matter, but the experience will be vital, I believe. I don't know if he can reach this town. I
For thy
think he
high
might
father.
be able to. Yeah, okay. That's what I was afraid of. Wait, where is that spider going? Doesn't look like it's headed toward. Hmm. I'm actually going to use
For
unit
thy high father.
to stop him from taking this town real quick.
Again?
Unfortunately, we can't reach the boss, or not the boss, but the enemy, so we can't use any thief actions. But what we can do is just stand, let's say, right here. Yeah. Now the enemy will have to kill our thief to get to the town, and doing that will consume enough movement points that it shouldn't be able to then reach the town. Plus, we get to see the enemy party. Okay, so it has 4 leadership. Yep, yep. 40 damage, 82. Yeah. So it's what we would expect. Okay. An Imperial assassin can one-shot the sorcerer for sure. Well, as long as poison applies. The leader would not die to one hit, even with poison, unless we rolled +5 damage. That's good to know. Though we can also use a thief to weaken it. And
For thy
interestingly,
high
it
father.
looks like a spider is going after that leader now. I wonder why last time it had started passing this way, but this time it's passing down here. Anyway, we're just going to duel the enemy leader. And as long as we don't get bad RNG, this is an easy win. Cool. And again, we will leave our thief
For thy
stationed
high father.
outside of the town. That way, the nothing can get. Well, actually, this this party would be able to kill the thief, then get to town because it would. Battles only take away half your movement points,
We shall
but the
purify this
spider
land.
would not be able to.
Believe.
That said, I'm also just going to kill this enemy party now, so whatever. Oh, and they're even running away. Cool. Uh, yeah, healer doesn't need to do anything. So yes, I won't kill the enemy party after all, because I mean, one or two guys are going to get away, but close enough. Oh, I did not mean to hit defend. I meant to hit A to attack. Oh, well. All right. Now that spider might attack us, but I think we
The
kill it
Empire's
if it
mind.
does. That's the whole reason I moved up like that. Is I kind of want the spider to attack us so we can kill it and just farm the experience. Oh, never mind. It went after one of the Legion formation.
What
That's
the?
good for us, actually.
For thy high
Because
father.
the spider survived, meaning we can still get the experience from it, but it also
What?
damaged an enemy party. Very good for us. Now, there's just one berserker, so we could kill it quite easily. The spider might actually just wipe out this formation for us next turn.
I'm
That would be
listening.
pretty cool.
Believe.
We're gonna kill this guy so we can get some experience and deny the enemy the opportunity to resurrect any of these leveled up units. A potion of healing is fun. Hmm. Curse to lower initiative, curse to lower damage. Don't think I care about the initiative one, but the damage one might actually be pretty relevant later on.
Uh-huh. What?
Am I missing something? I really don't see any runestone mana. I
Yes?
speaking of which, I totally forgot I hired this leader a while back. Hadn't done anything with her. I mean, I picked up one item and then that was it. Yeah, we don't want you to stand in the water. Well, over the water
Don't push
since
me.
you fly. Uh,
Yes?
Oh, yeah?
oh, I was hoping the spider would attack them again, but no dice, no dice. All right. Now,
What? Aye? Aye?
we could take some resources because there's infernal mana, death mana, and gold here.
For thy high father.
And I think I'd like to. The question is, how much damage does a giant spider deal? Actually, I think it's a giant black spider. Yeah. Thing about that fight is it does deal poison damage. So even if we defend, it'll still get the poison damage through completely.
I serve a
Don't
higher
push me.
purpose.
We could kill, or not kill it, but duel it with our thief just to see what its stats are. But I don't really like that idea. Yeah, our thief would die if it dueled that enemy party.
Yes?
Mm, yeah, let's just kill
Billy!
this party real quick. Ooh, rolled a +5 on damage. That's nice. Okay. So we're now more than halfway to our fraud planter hitting level 6.
Uh-huh.
I have returned.
Aye, okay.
I'm
By the
listening.
way, if we used
Don't
Uther,
push
we
me.
could
For thy high
easily
father.
kill spiders or any other enemy like that, really, because he can permanently paralyze single
Don't
enemies.
push me.
Yeah, you're a thief. Your purpose is scouting. Go up to this corner, see if there's anything that way
Yes?
we want. Now, I don't think we win this fight without using any buffs, but we're gonna end our turn and see if the spider attacks us or not, and if it does, we'll see if it wins. Nope. Okay. So now that we know it's not going to attack us, it's just going to go
Yes?
after the town, I think we actually want to get in its
Yes?
way. There we are. This way, if it attacks the town, we can fight it the same as we would have otherwise, but with a big armor boost. Darn. I was really hoping it would still attack the town.
What?
I have
For thy
returned.
high father.
Okay. So yeah, we have 2 gold resources we would like to get to
Yes?
deny them from
Uh-huh.
our enemy.
What?
Aye, all right.
I'm listening.
And while we're at it, we'll go ahead and take this mana.
Again?
I'm listening.
I am still hesitant to go after that spider because we're like on the cusp of the fight being very dangerous for us. '60 healing is good, but it's just not quite enough. What sucks is all we need to beat the spider easily is probably this, but we have no life mana. Also, just to get vision on what's down here and to kind of give an idea, well. Also, I'm curious: is there maybe runestone mana down this way? Ah, yeah. Okay, that's where runestone mana is, and our terrain is expanding toward it, so we will start getting it soon. But yeah, we have a giant black spider, giant black spider. Oh wait, no, I didn't attack this battle. That
For
sucks.
thy high
If I
father.
had attacked that battle, I would have found out what the stats on the giant black spider are. I think it deals like 140 damage. Yeah, let's just save and find out.
Believe!
Okay, 120 damage plus 35 poison damage. So if you don't factor in the poison damage, we easily out heal it. But with the poison damage included, we aren't even close to out healing the damage this thing deals. Oh, that was a really nice miss. Oh, that's a really unfortunate miss. The two misses kinda canceled each other out though, so it's fine. Alright, so our leader now needs 597 experience to level up. And more importantly, we don't have to worry about that spider causing us problems.
I have returned.
I'm listening.
What?
And you know, how much money do we have? Yeah, we have enough. I'm going to go ahead and hire a rod planter to start
For thy
stealing
high
enemy resources. Starting first with... That might not actually be close enough. No, it's not. Okay. Darn. Oh, fortunately, I'm making enough money that I don't really care if I waste a little bit on a rod there. By the way, you'll see they already have experience. One thing about using my summon the way I did is enemies hidden in the fog of war get 5% experience per day, meaning they will they will level up every 20 in-game days. Ooh, 15% increased chance to hit. Cool. So by revealing or uncovering the fog of war, or revealing, what would it be? Removing the fog of war? I don't know. Uncovering what's underneath the fog of war is what I'm trying to say in a less wordy way. But anyway, by revealing all of these enemies, I stop them from gaining experience,
for thy
which
high
guarantees they won't get levels up, or they won't like be
yes,
level 2 or 3 by the time we have to fight them. All right.
for thy high father.
Yeah, and this should be an easy fight for us. And now, one thing we have to think about is if we want to try to defeat the capital in this stage. We defeated 2 capitals in the last stage, but I don't think we can get as many armor potions in this stage, so we might not be able to do it again. Or at least not easily. I probably should have let the guy in the front survive an extra turn and just kill the mages. That way I could heal up. But
What?
What?
Okay.
Yes?
now with 3 rod planters, we should be able to steal the last of these resources pretty quickly. Okay, yeah, these ones are 130 damage each, while paralyzing. Unfortunately for us, our Witch Hunter, well, Grand Inquisitor, is immune to paralysis, so
For thy high father.
that will make the giant spiders very easy to deal with compared to the giant black spiders.
For thy high father.
Hmm. I am genuinely tempted just to drop a rod wherever the rod planter's turn ends for the memes. Yeah, why not? It's silly, but I
I'm
like it.
listening.
I won't do it with our main one though, because I want her to keep farming experience. Which means I think we go all the way over there. Eh? Huh. Yeah, I think that's the only dungeon left other than this one down by the spiders, which I will be putting off. Because I don't want to go near Hubert the Lely yet.
I
And
serve
then,
a higher purpose.
you know what I guess I could do? I'll just have User take this dungeon. That way I don't have to go through the hassle of running all the way over there. The funny thing is, or by the way, a funny thing about this is, as strong as User may seem right now, he's actually stronger in some of the other campaigns. Also, yeah, you can make the argument that I shouldn't use Uther because I'm, doing a Rob Planter only challenge. But I think it's in the spirit of the challenge to use parties that are given to you when they're like special units.
Okay.
Plus, it's not like it's actually helping, it's just mostly funny. Tempest, so. Wait, is Tempest AoE or single target? Hmm.
All
Yeah, I
right.
don't know if we want Tempest or
Yes?
not.
Yes?
Huh. We can start trying to kill spiders. There's a little bit we can, like, grab items over here, kill a kraken.
I serve
I
a
did
higher
not remember
purpose.
how small this map actually is. No, I think we go ahead and. Oh, we're one space away from being able to kill that guy. Okay. Are there any enemies we can actually reach this turn? Not you. All right, there's some orcs down here. Let's go ahead and kill these
Believe.
greenskins. Right now, we're just fighting to prep for when we have to kill Hubert the Lely. By the way, he may not seem like much because, it's just that one formation. The game does a little tricky thing where Hubert the Lely will actually summon a bunch of other units once you try to fight him. So if we were to attack him right now, we would get our butts kicked horribly. Never mind, there are like, what, 5 spiders we have to kill? One, two, two. So yeah, we would have to kill 6 spiders plus all of Hubert the Lely's reinforcements. One space away from being able to fight that guy. Oh wait, but there's another one right here, right? Yeah. Okay.
Believe.
Yeah, that fight's not even worth doing.
What?
What?
I? Okay.
Yes?
Okay, so you
For
can't
thy
reach
high father.
the death mana, but you can. Cool, cool.
I'm listening.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know exactly how many it is, but there is a certain amount of rods that you can plant around the capital to where you will actually spread terrain from your rods faster than the enemy's capital will spread terrain of its own. Ooh. Now that artifact is not useful to us, but we will be able to
For thy
sell
high father. Yes?
it. And we don't really care about the money since we're getting a lot already, but it's something. Plus, we may actually need a lot of money at some point in this stage for when we're fighting the swarm of enemies we'll have to deal with later on. Her. Okay, yeah, we'll kill the
Billy!
orc and then keep packing that way. We don't need to fight, we can just instant resolve.
Oh, yeah?
What?
Okay.
For thy high
What?
fall. I'm listening. Yes?
Sure. One thing I will say that I'm already very happy about is when playing that fan mod yesterday, the enemy was spawning so many formations out of their capital. One, two. Even though they had no resources or maybe one gold resource, and I got so frustrated by it. And I'm very glad to be back in the base game where that does not happen. Yeah, so these are nice. I'm thinking real quick. 15%, and we can research a spell that gives us 20%, so that's 35. We have a banner that gives us 10%, so right now we can give two characters plus 45 armor. I say plus 45 because our leader has 10 already from a permanent stat buff. So he would be 55 armor, and our Imperial Assassin would only be 45. That's not a good amount for trying to take down a Capital Guardian. Ooh, poison didn't land. That's unfortunate. Yeah, keep defending. Sweet, won the initiative roll against that, so our Imperial Assassin took even less damage. The poison did land. Now we'll go after the Master Thug, that way we only leave a regular Thug alive. So it's actually really weird how easy a lot of these battles get with just the Rod Planter when you're playing the Empire campaign. If I go and try the Legions of the Damned campaign, I expect it to be much more difficult. The Undead campaign probably, yeah, it would be more difficult. I don't know, like how much more. And the dwarf one, I think should be pretty manageable. The dwarf rod planter is just a melee fighter, so not a big deal. It's kind of like having a regular melee leader, except that he can only hold two characters or two. I'm sorry, not two. He can only have two total people in his party, meaning one backup guy. Plus, his stats are a bit lower than a normal one.
Uh-huh.
I have returned.
All right.
For
The
thy high
undead
fall.
rod planter. Wait, do we roll more with rods? Yeah,
For
we do.
thy high fall.
Uh, the undead one causes paralysis. The
For thy
legions
high
of the
fall.
damned one causes fear. Okay, so you actually do have an item on you. I thought one of them did. Actually, doesn't one of them have a stat boosting item, like a
For
permanent
thy
stat
high
boosting
father.
one? I
I'm
thought
listening.
someone did.
Oh, yeah?
Or maybe, yeah, it's Nobar who does.
For thy high father.
Something is driving the spiders out of their lair. Our scouts say smoke coming, or saw smoke coming out of the silk horse. Who could have done such a thing? And now that's kind of the big gimmick of this stage, is these spiders are going to start moving out because Hubert Delele set
What?
fire
Okay.
to
Aye.
the
I'm
horse
listening.
with the idea being to scare them into running out and attacking us.
I'm listening. For thy high
Yeah, so we found a ring we can sell. Uh, yeah, we should be fine to fight these guys as long as I research the water word spell. The reason we're researching water ward is the mermaid in the party uses a water attack that hits everyone, and it can cause paralysis. The thing is, it can only cause paralysis if the damage part of the attack actually hits. So if you negate the damage, then it can't paralyze you. Oh, well, I may not even need it. I thought it had more health, so I thought my Imperial Assassin
No!
wouldn't kill it in time. Well, okay, I didn't even need the Water Ward spell. Still, doesn't hurt to be safe. It costs us a little mana, but that's it. Poison, please? Yeah, okay. Yeah, kill the one that's already poisoned. Alrighty. Easy battle. Just gets us a bit of extra XP. Hmm. So he needs 12, 312 experience to level. This guy needs 642. And she needs 364. Now, fighters. I know they started moving. I didn't notice
I'm
where they
listening.
reached,
What?
though.
All right.
Again?
Alright. So,
For thy high father.
yeah, it looks like we have enough rods for our
I'm
troll
listening.
strategy to be working. I think we are getting more terrain than the enemy is
Oh,
per
yeah?
turn.
I have
So,
returned.
Oh, yeah?
What?
Okay.
what do we want to do?
Don't
I
push
still
me.
have a bunch of units that are just kind of
For
chilling,
thy high
doing
father.
nothing, and you can join them.
What?
And as we've done before, we put our thief one space outside the town.
I'm listening.
So in that case, I don't think it even mattered. Seriously, I thought there was a spider that had made it like out this way, but I don't see one. Okay, nope. Maybe this is as far as they've reached so far. Potion of Restoration gives 200 health, I believe. Hmm. So, if I want to get to here, I'm probably best off just
Billy!
killing these guys. I have enough mana, I don't mind using a haste spell. Yeah, I don't really care about that chest, but I do want to bait those guys into attacking me so I can get the experience from their battles. Alrighty. Now, ideally, I would be inside a town when they attack it. Hmm. Yeah, we do want to kill that guy. Because as long as he's alive, they will actually deal more damage than we heal. Even if it's only by a small margin. Alright, now we out heal their damage as long as we defend. Yeah, this is good practice for the fighter that we're going to have to fight soon. Speaking of which, good practice. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked it. But no, I think it was fine. By attacking, I sped up the fight a little, is all. 230 experience for a rod planter to level up. Yeah, the single giant black spider doesn't really worry me, but the double black spider really does. Hmm. Holy armor. I have enough mana to research it, but I'm 25 life mana short of being able to
I'm listening.
cast it. Huh. So we can definitely kill the giant black spider.
We
Wait,
shall
are there
purify these
3
lands.
battles there? I I feel like my eyes are playing tricks on me because I keep thinking I see a third battle. Oh yeah, there's 2 giant black spiders, giant black and giant spider, and a giant black spider fight. Okay. So we have 3 fights right here.
Billy!
That is a little worrying, not gonna lie, not gonna lie. Now the reason I'm willing to attack is I do have the haste spell, so I can run away if I feel like it, and I probably will. 108. Ooh, he only needs 60 experience to level up, and she only needs 108 or 112. If I can kill one more spider, I would level up. I don't think there's any more single spider fights. I'm so close. Now, one option we could do is cast haste and then go into the town and hope they attack us there,
I serve a higher
we
purpose.
would have 20 more armor. At 30 armor, I will still take a nutty amount of damage, right? 30 armor, like 2 spiders each dealing 120 plus damage, 240. Like, cut that by 30%, you're talking 70 off.
We shall purify these lands.
I mean, still like 170 damage. Defending would only cut it to like 80, plus poison ignores armor and defense. So, yeah, I'd probably be taking like 110 a round at best. So I think for now, we just go after that spider instead. Now, I'm honestly not sure if we need to use a potion or not here.
Believe.
I think we can win the battle without having needed to heal up before the battle, but that might not be true. I might lose my Inquisitor. We'll see. Oh, well, that miss makes it a much safer fight. And he levels up after this battle, right? Yeah, so it doesn't matter how low his health drops by the end of the battle. Okay, that's huge. 2 level up. Our leader now heals for 65. This guy has 195 HP, which is nice. He also deals 83 damage instead of 75. Uh, and you know what? I will
Again?
use a couple thieves to kill this leader. I want to try this first, yeah. Poison, then duel. We will lose the duel, of course, but we'll do a ton of damage before. Wait, it's if he misses, we would actually win that duel. That's crazy.
What? It better be good.
They do have a life potion, unfortunately, so they could resurrect him, but he would be at such low health that I don't think they'll attack. Or maybe they will. Okay. I'm surprised they attacked when their leader was at 1 HP. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. We run? Do we run? Yeah, we have to run, right? Or how do we do this? I could reload and then use the summon spell to block the path. Yeah, I think that's the best bet. Oh, wait. What? Oh, honestly, I would have assumed that the game would make me run away, not try to fight, but okay.
I'm listening.
Sure, with that enemy in the way, they should not be able to make any progress. Sorry, not it's not that they won't make progress. They should be able to reach me. Okay, they didn't even attack this summon. That's good for me. You know, I want to know if might actually works on a rod planter. I would think it doesn't, but I just have to find out. And I will be reloading, by the way. Yeah, it doesn't increase our healing. That's so funny. The game actually gives you the option to learn a skill that does nothing for you. That's pretty funny. Anyway, I think we want leadership again. Weapon Master is fun. It makes all of your units level up faster, including your leader. But given we're a rod planter, we don't need help leveling up that much since we usually only have a couple units to split XP between. Natural armor could be fun in that it could eventually lead to us putting our leader in the front row. Travel lore would let us equip some boots we have that give us 20% more movement points. Arcane knowledge and lore are awful abilities. So is arcane power, by the way. Artifact lore, right now, the only artifact we could equip that would do anything would just be to give us 10% armor. But once we find a second artifact, we could equip two and maybe get out. Well, okay, I already have Unholy Chalice and a Ring of Strength, so I do have two more artifacts, but again, those are damage boosting artifacts, so they do nothing. So I guess the question right now is, do we want 20% more movement points with travel lore and the boots we have, or another point of leadership so we have someone in the back row to deal more damage? I think that's a given. I don't think there's any question about that.
Yes?
In fact, I think we come here and even hire a new unit. Now, a lot of the time, what I would do is I would hire another Imperial Assassin, and it is probably the better
Believe.
option. And when I say hire Imperial Assassin, I mean hire Archer to train into an Imperial Assassin. But I do think it would be fun to have a mage. So we're just going to do it. The main thing being, I don't think we're going to get enough experience for that fourth party member to really level up before the end of the stage. By the way, that is the primary reason not to take extra points of leadership and take a different skill instead. Is so you don't split your experience between more party members.
Oh, yeah?
What?
All right.
What?
Yes, for thy high father.
Okay. Now there is a fun thing we could potentially do with a mage. There is an upgrade for them. The first one we have to get no matter what. But we could get this, the Elementalist. What they do is every round they can create an air elemental unit. And as a summoned unit, they can take damage, die, and then just get resummoned. Now the trick is normally you don't use them because normally summoned units are kind of terrible. Like, yeah, you get a bit of tankiness or whatever, and they deal some damage, and that's nice. But normally you would want to just fill up all of your slots with regular unit. And of course, if you have 2 points of leadership on a regular leader, you can. Thing with the rod planter is she can. At least not until like level 9.
Would
So
I
with a
high
rod
father?
planter, that elementalist will have like two slots in the front row. So what we could potentially do is put, one melee unit here, have an elementalist here, and then the elementalist could summon a unit in this bottom slot. Then, when dealing with a fight like this, the spiders would have to split their focus. Now, of course, we don't have an elementalist and it'll take forever to level one up, but yeah, so it needs 550
For thy
experience
high
after
father.
it levels up, and it currently still needs 59 more experience, so I guess we upgrade this town since they are. Oh, wait, no, upgrading the town means if we now let them take the town. Uh, God, yeah,
I'm
they'll
listening.
be even harder to kill. Remember? Okay, so right now the town only gives 15 armor. We do have a spell now that gives us 20 armor, so we could get 35 if we're in town. Plus, we have the banner for Pence of 45 armor.
I serve
It's
a higher
a bit, but
purpose.
it's still not enough. So I think we keep running away from the spiders and regret the fact that we upgraded that town and potentially made them harder to kill in the long run. Then again, we can always use our classic strategy of hiring a thief and having him sit here. I don't actually need him to leave town, like stand right outside town like I did before. You only need to do that if you don't already have a unit in the town. The reason being, if the enemy kills the only unit that's in a town, then it automatically captures the town. But if you have two separate parties, then the first party can die without them getting the town. Is this spider really coming up this way at us? Really? I'm getting a little worried. Hmm. Okay, I have horrible vision and I genuinely don't see the spider, and it is unsettling. Like, I know I have bad vision, but come on, this is crazy.
For thy high father.
Wait. I, I, I genuinely don't see it. What? I know my vision is bad, but that's crazy.
I serve a higher purpose.
Yeah, because we saw it moving and I thought it would come toward this town, but instead it came up this way, I thought. But then where did the thing go? I'm reloading just so I can see where the spider walks. That is so embarrassing. Okay.
For thy high father.
God, it is like right next to my party. That, and I didn't see it. Well, that's why I didn't think it was this far
Again?
forward. Okay.
It better be good.
50-50 shot that I poison it. Nope, no dice.
Uh-huh.
I am going to retreat no bar.
I'm listening.
So yeah, it could have attacked our party if it had wanted to. That's interesting.
Okay.
You know what? I have these dwarfs. I could just sacrifice them to the spiders. I mean, I could, if I do, then I won't have them for Hubert the Lely. Hmm. Well, I guess I could sacrifice one set of dwarfs to take down the spiders, and then have the other. That is something? Really? Oh, yeah, I should be able to retreat a unit so I don't lose the whole party if I want. Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, I could have if I had wanted to and would have planned it out, but I didn't. So we'll just accept that all the dwarfs die. Yeah, what I could have done was let like three of my units die and have the other one escape and then just
Aye,
resurrect
aye,
them.
father.
But this is fine. This is fine.
Uklimana.
So funny thing, he can deal 15 damage. It's fine though. He'll level up after this fight, at which point
Datil
his damage
Silas.
will actually be somewhat relevant. Also, it is nice that we're healing for 65 per round, not the 60 per round of before. It's not a big difference, but it is actually noticeable. Alright. And we killed the fool. This guy levels. Wasted like 100 experience, but that's fine. Ooh, we only need, what, 80 experience for our Imperial Assassin to level up again? That'll be huge. Ring of Strength. Alright. I mean, if we attack these guys, they'll just kill my mage in one round, I think. Are there any other enemies we can kill for experience? There's that battle, this battle, and then spiders. This, I believe, is two spiders, and then
I
we have
serve the
Hubert of
higher
Lely.
purpose.
Hmm. Alright, well, yeah, this guy dies for sure if we attack. And I don't, well, they might, no, there's no way those guys are worth 80 experience, is there? Nah. Let's go elsewhere. By the way, Hubert Delaney will eventually move. That's one of the reasons why I'm not too worried about going down there yet. Oh, there's a fight there. Is I know eventually he'll just come out and attack me. And a big thing is when he does, he'll try to take this town, and
I
if he
serve the
does
higher
take it, he
purpose.
wins the game. So my current plan is I'll wait for him to come out, and then I'll attack him and all of his reinforcements at that point. But yeah, so it was just this battle up here we can do.
We shall purify these
So it really
lands.
does come down to figuring out how we're going to kill those fighters. In the meantime, though, let's. Hmm, sure. Yeah, I'm hoping the mermaid will attack us on her turn. Oh god, my... Like, they didn't go after the mage? What? But if the two of them had hit the mage, they would have killed him. Why did they just let my unit live? That's so crazy. Okay. I can't complain too much. I'm happy. It's just weird. Okay. Yeah, I don't understand that at all, but I guess I shouldn't complain. I genuinely am confused though. If you had asked me before, I would have said with absolute certainty that they would go after the mage because they could kill him. I don't know why they would have bypassed the mage who they could kill to just beat up on the Imperial Assassin. That's so confusing. No, it saved us a resurrection potion and got him 43 experience, so there's that too.
Oh, yeah?
What?
Aye?
Yes?
So look at the terrain. It is slowly. Oh no. Ah. And the mermaid did not come after us. I'm sad about that. Yeah, because of the rods we've planted, we are slowly taking over this town.
Yes?
Or not town, but this territory, area, whatever you want to call
Believe.
it. Sure. Please be enough XP for my assassin to level up. Especially for fighters in the town, having more poison damage could be very helpful. Cool. Yeah, honestly, don't know if we're gonna get enough experience to get our level and or our level another leader.
Uh-huh.
To get our leader another level.
What?
Alright, with one unit dead, I think they will retreat to heal up. So this rod
They are
planter
high
should be safe. Yeah, okay.
Don't push me.
Yes?
So there's a battle here we can go ahead and do.
Believe.
We might want to do that battle too, but I'm not sure. Yeah, let's just go after the orc. Alright. Okay. Yeah, we don't need that much more experience for our mage to level. I am gonna try it. I have never actually used the elementalist to cheese like that before, and I've always wanted to. So let's give it a shot. Sure, I'll burn a haste to get another fight in.
Believe.
would be so funny if that works out. The only thing is the main enemies it would be good against are the spiders, and I think I have to kill the spiders to get enough experience to be able to do it. So if I were redoing this battle, maybe I would change my strategy and get a mage earlier. Like try to get that instead of the Imperial Assassin. Or get an Imperial Assassin to swap it out and kind of train both side by side.
Uh-huh.
The Empire is mine.
All right.
Yes?
You know what? Just for the lull. But there is another item over there that I could grab. Wait. Oh, shoot. Okay. Real quick. Oh, never mind. That's fine. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. He summons a bunch of reinforcements. Alrighty. Did you like my silky friends? You should have joined me like the others. Now you will die, and Findar will be mine. Ha 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 ha. Master, we must stop Hubert the Lely before he captures the city of Findar. Philip de Agincourt has trapped you. This is all a trick. Beware, my lord.
For thy high
And now that is why I'm a big fan of Nobar. If we hadn't already conquered most of the map, it'd be a different story. But you'll notice
for thy high
Nobar is still on our side. So Nobar was working for Philip de Agincourt and was friendly enough with them that he could travel their lands unmolested, even though all of the passageways were sealed to anyone else. But when Philip de Agincourt betrays us, Nobar stays loyal. And I think
I
that's
have
pretty
to
cool.
try. What?
for thy high father.
Now, there's about a 50-50 chance we can beat this guy with just the duel. Oh, well. I was going to try to nudge the odds in my favor by
Again?
poisoning it first, but the poison failed. Let's just duel. Forget poisoning first. But yeah, it's basically 50-50 on who wins the last initiative roll, and if anyone happens to miss.
Again?
Alrighty.
For thy high father.
Now we would like to come take this place down. I don't know if I'll have the time to before we kill Hubert the Lely, because he's going to move, and it might be tricky to like run past him or run all the way to the one town that Spider took control of. So we'll see how things go. Big thing is, I would just really love to get this guy another pull up. I don't think I'll be able to, but
Billy!
that is genuinely my goal: is to get the elemental list. Alrighty. Wait, now that you're not defending, we'll attack. How much XP is that? Only 18. Yeah, a big part of this is we still need 1,500 experience for our leader, our main leader, to hit the level cap. And I would love to get that level up before the next map. I don't think we will, but I would love to. By the way, one option we do have is we could just station our leader in the town of Findar and wait for Hubert the Lely's forces to get there and just fight him there. Super Scout. He has a blue sword there, which means I think he's at least level 5. So I think he would deal 60 damage per attack. I'm going to use a Holy Armor spell. So hopefully he can't kill anyone in one round. Yep, I was right. 60 damage per attack, and he has 130 HP. Wait, no. Well, okay. And again, they're not going after my mage. They're going after the Imperial Assassin. That is so trippy. I don't know why the game is doing that. But again, I shouldn't complain. Now, to be honest, Hubert Delale's reinforcements are not very scary. He's in some ways, he is easier to take down, even with his reinforcements, than the spiders he sent out first. That said, Imperial Assassins are kind of scary. And I think he hits for like 100 damage a swing. So, I'm guessing we will reload and cast Haste to run away. But let's find out. Oh no, he's just going to straight up blitz the town? If he's ignoring our main party, that is perfect for us. Yeah. Okay, we could just take these guys down. Then. Okay. Now the real question is, will his Imperial Assassins ignore our mage like the never mind. I was gonna say like the other archers did, and the answer is yes, they will. So he can deal 92, 122. This is actually a little worrying in that they might be able to kill my Imperial Assassin. Oh, I won the initiative roll. That's huge. If that Imperial Assassin had gotten another attack in, he could have either hit my Imperial Assassin, potentially done enough damage to kill him, or he might have said, oh, well, since this Imperial Assassin's poisoned, I'll attack the mage, who is not poisoned. Sure. Alright, so now we can just defend and heal. It is so cheesy that the Empire can do this, but the faction is designed around healers, so it makes sense. Alright. Okay, 291 experience. So, here's a question. How much money am I making a turn? 300? And I'm getting 175 life mana? That is enough that we can permanently paralyze Hubert Delay. So let's cast Haste. And then we can work on doing it. But first we have to get rid of his other reinforcements. Yeah. Winning the next initiative roll against the enemy Imperial Assassin would be huge. Oh, That was nice. We got our defend in before either of them. Oh, wait. Never mind. Because we hit the Imperial Assassin and poisoned it before he acted, he took 26 poison damage. Now he'll die to poison on the next turn. So, okay. We just needed to win one of the two initiative rolls, either the first one or the second one. Well, that was much easier than I thought it would be. And hey, poison even wore off quickly, so even less time will be needed to heal up. And yeah, we'll go one more round of healing, then we'll kill him. Cool. So we need a 178 experience for him to level up. Cool. Now, I mentioned we can permanently paralyze Hubert Delaney. And to see how well we can, let's actually let him move up a bit more first. I'll let him take one more turn of movement and then actually I think he may still have to fight these guys. Yeah, okay.
For thy high father.
Hmm. I don't know for sure whether there's one or two spiders in here, so we may or may not be able to win as we will be here. Oh, there's one spider, but then there's also an ogre. That, oddly enough, in some ways is better for us. 130, so these two deal the same damage. The spider has more HP and it has what's normally a very scary effect in that paralysis. But because we went with the witch hunter, our tank is actually immune to paralysis. That works out really well. And especially with the buff we cast to our armor, this is a very easy battle. Once we kill the ogre, we will actually out-heal the enemy damage. Nice. This is big. I think this actually levels up our elementalist. Well, levels our mage into an elementalist, but you get what I mean. Alright. You heal the fool, and then we'll just kill the spider. Nice and easy. Oh, what? Exactly one experience short of leveling up. What? I feel like I'm being trolled by that, but okay. Okay. Uh, yeah. Does Hubert Delaney have to fight that guy or not? I'm not sure. Okay, he does not. Well, in that case, I think we get a game over. Yeah. I thought he would have to fight that guy. That's why I didn't start my perma-paralyzed strategy that I was mentioning. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, I guess it should have been obvious since we knew Philip Dagencourt had betrayed us. So, of course, he would just let Hubert Delaney get by. Anyway, now you'll see part of the plan to permanently paralyze Hubert Delaney, which is, oh, look, he has to kill this living armor. That's not very difficult. Oh, wow. So he's a bit faster than the Inquisitor and has 20 more HP, but otherwise is effectively the same. Good to know. The main thing is he has that Hierophant in the back row who will heal the guy. So it's like, oh no, you did nothing. But look, as you can see, he had to move, or he can't get to the town because he wasted
The Empire's
movement
mine.
points dealing with our summon. So yes, this is a way you can permanently paralyze someone. Just summon a horde of enemies for him to have to deal with. Also, yes, I could just have my thieves duel him and then,
Don't push me.
kill him, kill Hubert Delaney. But yeah. And you can just use all of your money like this, create a horde of enemies he has to get past. Because every time you get in a fight, it costs you half of your movement points. You can only kill 2 enemies per turn unless you have some way to increase or otherwise manipulate your movement points. So now, we're just gonna chill and watch him not be able to move for a while.
Yes?
In the meantime, our rod planter can come kill this Legion of the Damned party. By the way, yes, this is one of the silliest cheeses you can do in the game. But what's great is it works on basically anything that has to move.
Believe.
There are like high tier bosses, late game bosses that you can do this to, and it's so silly but so satisfying. It's like, oh, I'm a god that can destroy the world. You'll never be able to defeat me. And then you just are like, I spent 400 gold. You can't do anything this turn. It's like, wait, what? Yep, I'm just gonna throw money at the problem until it goes away. Oh. And we have our elementalist. That makes me happy. You know, let's go ahead and cast, or not cast, but research celerity while we're at it. Now, one small drawback of this plan is he will get experience every time he kills something.
I'm
So
listening.
in theory, he could eventually level up and get stronger, but I mean, I think the thieves are giving him 5 experience per battle. How long would it take him to get a relevant amount of experience? And the other part of this strategy is you can use summons in the same way. So if by chance we ever start running low on gold, we can use mana for the same purpose.
What? Better be good.
By the way, my favorite part of this is not at all necessary. We could kill him, and it wouldn't even be difficult. But I I want to go kill the spiders because we finally got an elementalist, and I want to try seeing how easy it is and if it works. So I think in terms of lore, it is highly appropriate that we are teasing Hubert Lely, a guy who, oh God, he moved. He actually moved instead of attacking someone.
Again?
Our thief didn't form a good enough wall. Hubert Lely, a guy who, is canonically all about treachery and deceit and underhanded tactics, is
Again?
getting stonewalled by
It better be good.
this, of all things.
Again?
Right now,
Don't push me.
move one space
Let's
closer.
again? What? Again?
Yes?
I just realized we never did reclaim this gold resource. I kept assuming we would eventually recapture it just from, our territory spreading, but it never happened. Oh, if we take the town, it will. Okay. So we want to cast Celerity. This way our elementalist moves faster than the spiders. And sure, let's cast Holy Armor. I think we may need it.
Believe!
Oh shoot, I should have put the witch or the Inquisitor in the bottom row so he was matched up against the giant spider instead of the giant black spider. Oh well. Reason being the giant black spider poisons, whereas the giant spider paralyzes. The witch hunter is immune to the paralysis, so we wouldn't have to worry about any secondary effect on it. But yeah, we should be fine to out heal the spider's damage even with poison. It actually does work. That's so awesome. That is so satisfying. I have never done this with an elementalist before. I have done it with the elf rod planter because the elf rod planter actually summons units as well. But I've never done it with the elementalist like this. Oh my god, that's so funny. Oh. Well, Spider, you are very scary. You lost to a guy standing there doing nothing, and another guy summoning an infinite horde of enemies that you can't get, or you can't choose through. And I could even attack with my Inquisitor if I felt like it. That is just that is beautiful. I wish I could have got it set up earlier in the runs, so I could have done this to every single spider. That would have been wonderful. The part is the summons aren't actually doing anything. None of them have gotten a turn. Okay, this was well worth taking the time to do. I am glad I. uh, Pretty cool, and he even leveled up again. 91. 196 experience for her. That's actually a pretty cool thing. We did get experience. A banner battle. I forgot that was an item in here. We don't really care about it. It's plus 15%, or yeah, increases. I don't know how to word it. It's not. 15% as in you have 86%, you add 15% becomes 101. It's 15% of 86 is added on. But anyway, so that would make it 98 for you, 94. So with the two RNG mechanic this game uses, that would effectively make you have, you know, 95 to 100% accuracy. Assuming a character isn't already leveled up, in which case it might just straight up be 99 to 100% accuracy. Oh my god, he tried to run away from my thieves again. Hubert Delaney, you are adorable. You will never get away. Yeah, that's so great. I even have all these rods over here being completely silly, doing nothing relevant.
What?
Well, is he gonna try to slip around this side? That would actually be a pretty clever idea. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to poison. I meant to cancel the action. Oh,
Again?
Hubert, you can't get away.
Again? Again?
The thieves are coming.
What? Don't push me. What? Better be good. What? Again?
Sorry, I can't get over how silly I'm being right now. He's trying to run away from them and just get to the town. Wait. Can I just make a wall and like get him to? Oh, that might work. I wonder if I can make him like run all the way out here or something. Let's find
For
out.
thy high father.
How much effort will he put into running away from my thieves?
What? Better be good. Again?
So we are creating a path he could
What?
potentially follow. Wait, no, I need you to go. Well, let's just see what he does. Okay, so he did get a little bit closer to the town
Again?
in a sense, but
Better be good. Again? Better be good. What?
what we can do now is just keep making a wall.
What? Better be good.
Now the question is, will he try to back up this way and go over here?
Again?
Right, see, he could try taking this path to sneak all the way over here. So, in case he does, we definitely want to put more thieves out this way.
Don't push me. Don't push me. What?
For thy high
I think we've been silly long enough. Maybe it's time to kill him. Oh wait, no, there's another Legion of the Damned party we can kill first. Let's do that.
Believe.
Oh yeah, they're. Wait, did one of them get away? Wow, okay. Either the AI handled the auto battle wrong, or I just miscalculated how easy it would be to win that. Anyway, she gets a little bit more experience. Wait, where is Hubert Delele now? I lost track of him. Oh my god, he's now running this. Oh my god, this is great. This is.
Again?
I think what's happening is he is actively trying to avoid fighting the
Again?
thief. So as long as there's a path he thinks he can take that won't require him get in a fight, he's going to try to take it.
Don't push me.
So what we're going to do is make a total wall over here.
Again?
Now, let's see who he attacks. I assume he's going to try to bust through now.
Again?
Yeah, okay, so now he'll attack. Apparently, if he has no viable path, or not viable, but if he has no path to Findar that doesn't require a fight, then he will actually go ahead
The
and attack.
Empire is mine.
Which means we want to leave a path
Don't
open
push me.
that will take him a long time to walk through, but will not require him fight anything.
That took me good. Again? That
All
took
right.
me good.
So this is a full wall, I believe, but
What?
we can have this. Yeah, you go over here.
What?
Wait, I don't think I'm doing this right. I think you will still have to attack.
Again? What?
But hold on, let's. Okay, my goal is to see if I can get him to walk all the way down and make a big loop,
What?
because that would just be priceless. It works.
Again? Don't push me.
No, you, yeah, there. I think there is a path
For thy
he
high
could take that would not require him to fight anyone. So let's see if he will go for it. Nope. Okay. There must be a limit to how far out of the way he'll move. Oh well. And the important thing is we have established how easily we can just permanently paralyze him. And the best part is you can use summons too. So right now we're only getting 350 gold a turn, so we can't hire 2 thieves per turn. So technically we couldn't do this forever with just thieves if he attacked 2 thieves every single turn.
Don't push me.
That said,
yes?
I'm pretty sure we can manipulate his movement some more and do some more fun stuff. But for now, I think it's fine to just go ahead and
What?
kill him. I would do it this turn, but I ran out of movement points, so you know.
That took me good.
By the way, the reason I hired that thief was just so I could infiltrate it and see what the units in the Legion capital are like right now. Alright. This. He actually moved one space. Congrats, dude. Congrats. You moved a space.
I'm listening.
Hmm.
What?
I'm listening.
What?
I have to say, I think if you like wound up reaching this point in your life, you would just give up. I don't think anyone would keep fighting like this. Hmm.
Yes?
Anyway, I don't think we can actually take down the capital, so I'm not going to try. I mean, we could take it down if I was willing to spend a lot of time grinding, I'm sure. But let's just end things. We've had enough fun. Uh, I mean, I can. I mean, is there a reason not to Wrath of God, Huber? Hey, he has an elementalist. Oh my god, I just realized
I'm
something.
listening.
There's a cheese we can do to make
Billy!
sure our leader levels up. Oh yeah. I think this is the only time in the entire game you can do it. I don't know. There might be another battle somewhere where it works, but yeah. Okay. And hey, I think we'll actually get to have an air elemental attack for once. That's so funny. Okay. So both marksmen die. Sure, you can finish this side off. And this is all an air elemental is. They never get stronger no matter the big problem with the elementalist is even if he levels up, his summons don't. So you pretty much never have a reason to use him if your party is going to keep leveling. It's really only for like cheesy strats like we did here. Yeah, if you get to like late game levels where your characters are, level, I don't know, 30 or more, the elementalist sucks. I shoot the elemental instead of the. Wait, yeah, whatever. Okay. So 61. She needs 788 experience. And of course, there's only one battle left. How would I ever do that, you wonder? Actually, quite easy if we feel like it. But first, let's just duel Hubert Delaney with my thieves. I hired them all to be this unstoppable wall, and they were pretty good at that, but I think we. Oh, I didn't notice he had 30 armor. That's cool. But, I think we had our fun. Let's actually use them for real value. Oh, no. And that real value, of course, is to be sacrificed to. Wait, I have dwarves that I never used. I specifically kept one of my dwarf parties back so I could use it as a sacrifice against Hubert Delaney's units. Aw, oh well. Anyway, that's enough damage to him to make this jokingly easy.
Billy!
We didn't need to do that, but let's see. Yeah, you deal bad damage. So let's go after the Imperial Assassin. Sure. The Lele actually used the potion to heal the assassin. That's interesting. Oh no, they summoned an elemental too. Now the Hierophant's interesting because he can actually resurrect people on top of healing for a ton of HP. So let's just go ahead and finish it off first. I probably should have done that instead of going after the Imperial. Okay, Hubert Delele used another potion. That was not something I counted on, but sure. I'm not used to enemies having potions, so I often don't think about it. Yeah. Right. Now Hubert's out of potions, and the Hierophant will die on its next turn, so this should be fine. Oh, I didn't think about it, but yeah, our Inquisitor no longer can do anything other than kill one elemental a turn, at best. Yeah, he dies to poison, so we don't care. Alright, so we're almost to the point of where you can choose this battle. This was actually a somewhat interesting fight, which surprised me. But yeah, you'll see we are now at the point where once Hubert goes down, there will just be the Elementalist and his summons left. The trick is those summons give experience. Every one of them that we kill will actually count for a bit of experience. So we can let this battle go on as long as we want in order to farm experience. At least I'm pretty sure it works. It's been so long since I tried this, I'm honestly not 100% certain it works, but I think it does. I'm pretty sure, yeah. And of course, the funny thing is our elementals can't hurt his elementals. They're immune. They can hit the elementalist, though, because he's only warded, which means he is immune to the first air attack, but not the rest. Okay. And of course, normally what you would do is just have your ranged unit kill their elementalist to stop him from summoning more. Oh, okay, yeah. The idea is now we want to get it to where there's not multiple elementals, because if there's multiple elementals, his turns take longer. Obviously, we don't need to attack that. It would die to poison. And you know what? I'm actually going to have my elementalist run away now, because I don't need him. Sure. We'll heal you before you leave, dude. You did a good job in amusing us, so. Oh, and that's an interesting thing. When a summoner leaves the field, whether it's by dying or retreating, their summons automatically leave the field as well. Yeah, we could do this indefinitely, more or less. just to try to farm up the XP. Another funny thing is if I were to have my Imperial Assassin flee, there would be no way for me to win this battle because the witch or the Inquisitor would only be able to attack once per turn, and the Elementalist would summon one unit per turn. And be the every once in a while, my Inquisitor would actually miss. So eventually, the Elementalist would be able to summon 5 elementals, and we would be getting hit like 4 times around. And even so, I think we would still survive. We might not, though. I think 4 elementals might be enough to kill us. Like to outstrip our healing. But if so, it'd be by a very small margin. 4 would be. No, 5 would be 150. We have 40 armor, so we'd be taking, what, like 100 damage before you didn't defend? So yeah, they would actually out damage our healing. Anyway, this can be done however long you want. I don't know how much experience the elementals give, but gotta be honest, I'm bored. So I think it's time to end this. Oh shoot, no, 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 I screwed up. I should have had no, 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 I messed up. I meant to have the witch hunter leave the battle or the inquisitor run away before I killed the elementalist. That way the experience would funnel down to my rod planter. And I think it would have been enough experience for her to gain another level. Oh, well, she'll be close to level 7 for the next stage. We already have that banner, so whatever. You defeated me. How is that possible? Curse you, Uther. All the enemies of the Empire will suffer the same fate. I will help my father restore peace to the realm of Nevendar. Alrighty, and that is the mission. Let's hear the after mission briefing.
The defeats of Hubert de Lely raised morale in the beleaguered realm. No one thought Uther capable of overcoming such a treacherous enemy. The Emperor Demosthene's illness miraculously healed, his bitter heart comforted by the return of his long-lost son, Uther. He knew he finally had the means to restore peace to his land.
Alright. And now we have to decide what items to take. Unfortunately, I don't think we found any items this stage that are going to be relevant. So we'll take the Talisman of Freezing. I never even used that potion. It's so funny to me. I'll take the Talisman of Freezing just because we can sell it for a lot of money. Okay, so the boots, the runestone artifact are things we can actually get value from. Banner of Protection, we do want one of. It's so funny. Yeah, I mean, I have no use for this on my leader because she has 100% chance to hit. So I'm just not even going to use the permanent stat buffing item that we found. That's something. So I still don't like the idea of hiring a maid to use that, but I'm not 100% against it, so we will grab it. Probably never use this banner. I'm mostly bringing it so I can sell it. We do have 2 artifacts that increase our damage, that one by 20% and the other one by 15%. There's the Unholy Chalice, which would be nice if we cared about our leader damage. This is also really good on leaders. It lets you paralyze people you hit. Of course, we never hit enemies, so. Yeah, that's space. So silly that we have nothing useful. Okay, let's hear the mission briefing for the next stage.
Like a poisonous serpent, Hubert de Lely's influence slithered throughout the empire, spreading everywhere the seeds of depravity. Many petty nobles sprung up after Hubert's death, declaring themselves sovereign, depriving the true emperor of his realm. In a dream, Demosthene saw his empire aflame. From the trees poured blood, putrid fruits fell to the rotten earth, and the blowing winds were as death's breath. In the midst of this nightmare, an angel appeared and gazed silently upon him. Demosthene awoke, knowing the dream was an omen. As Demosthene's weakened condition prevented him from waging war, he ordered his son Uther to defend the empire. Uther's strength soon became legendary, for he could defeat men twice his size. His ruthlessness was unmatched as he marched south with his troops to subdue the disobedient nobles.
For the record, the omen about an angel looking down and, that being a worrying sign is actually very important to the plot of this campaign. But it just makes me think, the High Father's kind of a dick for not doing more to warn us as to what is about to come. But we'll see that as the campaign progresses. So we have to capture 3 cities, and we can't let Uther die. Now, for this stage, I don't think I'm going to use Uther. The reason being that, well, yeah, it doesn't make much of a difference in terms of difficulty, and yes, it was fun to use him in the last stage. I mostly liked using him in the last stage because it let us deal with the entire upper left corner of the map very quickly and efficiently. And he, I think, did all of like 2 battles in the process, so it didn't really make much difference. This is a long stage with tons of battles, and if I let myself use him, then I'm gonna have him fighting tons and tons of battles, and that just, to me, kind of goes against the spirit of the challenge. Anyway, it is time for me to reclaim what my father lost. Prepare our troops. Let us subdue these disloyal nobles. The rightest cities lie south. Let's take them back.
I'm listening.
I have
But
returned.
yeah, one nice thing is he does start the game with 2 knights, so we can take one or
I'm
both of
listening.
them for ourselves if we'd like. And we have now unlocked tier 3 unit. So we can get the White Wizard if we would like. But what we really are happy for is we can get the Paladin. Real quick, I just want to look over here. Oh yeah, they get ward against fire on their final tier. Uh, for tier 3, you can get one of these guys. This one deals 100 damage, is immune to mind and warded against fire. This one deals 125 damage, has no special effects otherwise, but does have 225 HP to this guy's 210. But this one has the least health, 175, tied for least damage, 100, but has the most valuable stat for our party imaginable, 30 armor. Having one of these in our front row to tank blows will make our tank and heal strategies so much better than they've been at any point previous in this run. So I'm very excited for that. But with that said, I did just finish a stage, and this one would take me like probably 3 to 4 hours to beat. So I think I'm going to call the stream here. I'll probably be back tomorrow with and play this stage. Not 100%, but I'm going to try to stream a couple hours every day just to stay in the rhythm of it. Plus, it kind of forces me to stick to my challenge runs and play them out rather than getting halfway through and giving up. And by giving up, I mean just getting bored and quitting. So yeah, thanks to anyone who stopped by, anyone who sees the VOD. Hope you guys are all having a good day, and I'll see you when I see you.